Welcome everybody, Danny here, and today we have top 10 gravel bikes, top 10 in 2019. I'm gonna show you some killer bikes, and it's no clickbait, there are some killer bikes really. I'm going to compare 10 different bikes. At the end I'm gonna show you 3 of my favorite ones, and then 3 bikes I wouldn't choose, but just for you to have the comparison. And I will point out main features of the gravel bike that are extremely important when you are thinking about buying one. All right, first off, we go to the Specialized. Doesn't mean it's the best one, actually my favorite ones will be at the end. These are good bikes, and Specialized has the Diverge on their bikes range, and they also have the Sequoia. That would be also a quite common question, which one to choose, Diverge or Sequoia. To make a long story short, Diverge comes as a carbon or alloy gravel bike. It's more playful, for fun, very versatile bike, and Sequoia is a steel bike with a carbon fork, which I would mainly use for traveling, for putting a lot of weight on it and travel with the bike. The geometry will be quite similar, but Sequoia is longer, will be more stable under the load, and as I said, the Diverge should be more playful, so more for fun. And this is feature number 1 that you should be looking for on the gravel bike, is whether you are looking at the traveling, commuting, just all-around bicycle, or fun, speed, lots of gravel roads, maybe even gravel events bike. If you are looking for a traveling bike, this is a very good example. But if you want to travel, if you want to put those bags on the bike, do not choose one by drivetrain. And I don't know why on this type of bike, the most expensive ones come with the one by drivetrain. There is a very, very good saying that bike travelers are always running out of the gears. Even though you're not going for super steep mountains, if you ride for many days with a lot of stuff on your bike, go for these cranksets, this drivetrain. So triple is okay, and it will be on the most budget ones, but 2x is great. So Sequoia Elite would be the bike that I would recommend for those who wanna have tough bicycle. Every day you can use it for commuting, but on the weekends or in the summertime you can go for many days or even weeks of traveling. So that's thing number 1. Look at the drivetrain. If you are looking for a playful, fun, light, easy, not complicated bike, then these bikes, Diverge bikes with the 1x drivetrain, will be great, absolutely great. You have here on this range, you have carbon, as I said, and you have also the alloy ones. It just depends on your budget. These just will be bikes that you use for fun. And here the next feature I would look for is the seat post, and the diameter of the seat post is important for your comfort, for how much compliance will the bike have, your seat have. So 27.2 is ideal. It is ideal, and it comes with the Specialized bikes here. The carbon bikes from Specialized also come with some additional, actually suspension, because it's not a micro suspension, it's a suspension here on your steering tube. It gives you about 120 millimeters of additional travel of your handlebars. So not the wheels, but the handlebars. Of course, Specialized guys say that this is revolutionary. It's no revolution for me. I've seen the suspended stems before, many years ago, and nobody actually wanted to use it for a longer period of time. This is probably good. I haven't been testing this. Just know the carbon bikes will come with this feature. It might be cool for some cobblestones or some rougher gravel roads. So this is Specialized Diverge and Specialized Sequoia. Now we're gonna just speed up a little bit. The third one is Kendall Topstone. It's just interesting bike. This is just updated version of Kendall made at the beginning, and that was the Slate. Slate is still there. 650B wheels, 30 millimeters of travel of the lefty. This was the overkill in my opinion for the bike. One by drivetrain only. Canada sometimes makes weird things that work great. In this case, I don't think this works that great. So they have made, after that, they have made like a really classic gravel bike. Here you have it. If you like Cannondale, you want to have this one by drivetrain on your bike. There you go. It comes with the dropper seat post, and you use dropper seat post. That this is indication that this bike is for pure fun. You want to have some downhills, fast cornering even. The dropper post is great. The next one is a great bike on this particular models, Merida Silex 6000. This is 700. I made a trip last year, and it was a great bike. You have very high frame, so the stack is high, even though the reach is also quite long. This is a very well made geometry which allows you to actually use the drops when you are riding long hours. I had my bag here at the rear, I had my bag at the handlebars, I had two bags at the fork. This frame is super stable. I highly recommend you guys that you try this bike. If you want to go even higher, even Merida also has the carbon ones. This year I'm gonna go for another trip on this one, Silex 9000. This one weighs as much as my Aero bike with the 55 millimeters carbon wheels on the Ultegra Di2 and really light frame. This is super light bike. This is mostly for fun. You have one by drivetrain here, and it will be less than 8 kilograms. Very comfortable position on the bike. And as for the seat post, I don't know why Merida uses 30.9. This is too much in my opinion, especially for a gravel bike where you want to have some compliance. So this seat post has some feature that allows for a little bit more flex, but those with 27.2 will be more comfortable, just for you to know. And you have also some options with 1x and 2x. So up to 700 alloy frames, and 6000, 7000, 9000, that's the carbon frames. Really well made bikes. The next one, good looking, that's the Nuke-Proof Digger Pro and Comp. Just good looking gravel bike. It has all the features you would like to have on it. Let's see some pics. It looks cool. It can come with really aggressive tires, so just for some fun. Dropper post, that's the bike I would also recommend to look at or to test ride. And then two bikes from the Giant, Revolt 2020 carbon bike, super light, and it's also do-it-all bicycle. You can mount some racks and fenders on this one. It will be very light. 2x drivetrain, that's something I do recommend. Beautiful frame. Giant also makes good frames, but they also have the Tough Road, which is made of aluminum alloy. Also beautiful bike, much lower price. So look at those Tough Road bikes here. This one comes at $1,200. Good bikes. 27.2 seat post. Cool stuff. If you want to have really cool and light bike, here you have it. And now, guys, something very exciting. This is something, if you want to have a fun bike, there you go. Koga, do you know this brand? And here I have actually two models out of my three favorite I would love to try. The first one is the Beach Reacher, one with dropper post with the road handlebars, and the other one with the flat one. And this is called Beach Racer because it comes with really wide tires. It will do well on the gravel, but it looks so cool. It is so clean looking and aggressive, and also those rims. This is a killer bike. This is cool. This is pure fun. Just check out Koga if you wanna have something original great looking. This is cool stuff. And believe me, on these G1, this is big one. On these tires, you can really go low in the corners, like almost to your knee, like on the motorcycles. Great stuff. So this is the Beach Racer. I love these bikes. And the second one is the Kalmaro All-Road. They call it speed of a racing bike combined with the spirit of a mountain bike. So this is actually kind of a gravel bike. Check it out if you want to have bike for fun. This is the G1 tires. Cool thing. And finally, Jamie's. Check out Jamie's because they have really thought out their line of the gravel bikes. As on some other brands, you can have the carbon one, as this one, and you can have also the alloy model, and I like them all. This is the alloy one, and look at the prices. You can start having fun on the gravel bike with just $900, and this bike already has everything you want to have. These eyelets for the for your bags are super cool. External cables let you fix anything, anytime, anywhere, and it doesn't matter. But of course, if you want to have something cleaner looking, there you go. The carbon ones, like this one, Renegade Expert, for $2,600 has the internal cable routing. Really good bike. All the features that you need, it has. So remember, guys, 2x drivetrains, in my opinion, for those who want to travel with the load. Then the tires, at least clearance for the 40C tires is important. Then dropper post only if you're riding aggressive and it is your fun bike. And through axles, yes, I do say through axles, because when you have the disc brakes plus some bags with your stuff on the bike, you want to have more stiffness, and through axles, I would even say, are more important here than on some mountain bikes. So through axles, crucial. These are the features you should be looking for. And finally, 3 bikes I wouldn't choose. That's one of these, Cannondale Slate. I once made a video about why I wouldn't buy Cannondale Slate. Some people love it. Maybe you will too, but I wouldn't go for this one. I would rather go for the Topstone. That's why they've made this one. And then Straggler from Shirley. I think it's a little bit overpriced for the features it's got. This is also like badass looking bike, but in my opinion, what do you think, guys? In my opinion, it's a little bit overpriced for what it gives you. And then KTM, just for you to have the comparison, there is such a bike like KTM. I think it doesn't have tapered steer, which is also important. So it even does, yeah. So no through axle, no taper steer for the bike, which can be used for the traveling, is just no good. But KTM is nice brand. I just wanted to also feature KTM on this video. What do you think about these bikes? Which one would you choose, and what would you like to see next? Let me know in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.